Hi, welcome to Lesson 17-4 on graphing equations. For the last couple days, we have been looking at graphing ordered pairs on a coordinate grid. I'm going to quick review that, and then we're going to move on to how to graph an equation on a coordinate grid or coordinate plane. What I need to do in order to graph my first equation, 2, -4, is I need to go over 2 and down -4. Remember, I always do my x-axis first and then my y-axis. Tonight, you are going to be given an equation. For example, the equation is y equals 3x. You need to fill out the chart and figure out what y would equal. And our second step then is to graph them. Let's take a look. This should be a review. Y equals 3x. I replace that x with a 1 because that is the first number in my chart. Y equals 3 with a 1 next to it. Remember, when the two numbers are next to each other like that, it means to multiply. So y equals 3 times 1, which is 3. Now we replace the x with a 2. Y equals 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. And my last one, y equals 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now that I have my chart filled out, I can graph those 3 onto my graph. Think about it as an ordered pair. 1, 3 would be my first ordered pair. So I go over 1, up 3, and I leave a mark. 2, 6. I go over 2, up 6, and I leave a mark or a dot. And my last one, 3, 9. Over 3, up 9, which goes a little bit off my chart, about right there. My last thing to do is to connect the dots and know that if I would add more to my chart, the dots would continue to rise up. Let's look at another one. Y equals x plus 2. I need to first make my chart. I have my x and I have my y. Off to the side, you can see that x equals 1, x equals 4, and x equals 8. I need to replace that x now to figure out what my y would be. Y equals x plus 2. Y equals 1 plus 2, which is 3. Y equals 4 plus 2, which is 6. Y equals 8 plus 2, which is 10. Now I need to graph. 1, 3, over 1, up 3, and I leave my mark. 4, 6, over 4, up 6, and I leave my mark. 8, 10, over 8, up 10, and unfortunately I go off my chart here again. Would be about right there. What I need to do is I need to connect the dots and know that it would continue on up in that type of slope. Let's take a look at the last one here. Y equals x minus 5. I need to first make my chart. X, y. It tells me my x will equal 6, 8, and 10. Y equals x minus 5. I plug in my x as a 6. Y equals 6 minus 5, which is 1. Y equals 8 minus 5, which is 3. Y equals 10 minus 5, which is 5. And now I need to graph them. X is 6, Y is 1. My first dot appears right there. 8, 3. Over 8, up 3. My second dot appears right here. 10, 5. Over 10, up 5. My third dot appears right here. My last step is to connect the dots and know that that line will continue to rise. What I need you to do for notes tonight is take out your notebook, label it 17-4 at the top. You are either going to write the top sentence or the bottom sentence. The top sentence says, I do understand how to graph the equations. Or the bottom one says, I don't understand how to graph equations. You pick which category you fit into. If you understand, you will be ready to go tomorrow. If not, Mrs. Lamori and myself will quick show you how to do that, and you will be ready for class tomorrow. Have a great night, and we will see you then.